Okay. Being born and bred in South Wales, it's really important for me to give back to the local community and also to ensure that the children coming through the educational establishment at the moment are getting the right skill sets when they come onto the jobs market. In the past, there was a disconnect between education and industry, and nowadays I feel that through encouragement and role modelling, we're giving the children of today the power to know what they want to do in their education to ensure that they do have the right skill set for the job market. So I have worked quite closely with local educational establishments, both the schools and the universities, to offer work placements, to offer graduate trainee schemes, and to ensure that we not only create the future leaders of the business and we have some sort of succession plan, but also to make sure that those educational establishments are delivering the skills to the children that we need in today's environment. So Wales used to be heavy industry. Of course, nowadays we've had to reinvent ourselves and we're doing it incredibly well. So we need garment technicians, we need IT technicians, we need developers, we need e-commerce marketeers, and these skills are now coming onto the workplace in a way that they weren't 10 years ago. Jojo Maman Bébé employs about 1,000 people directly currently. We provide employment for many thousands more indirectly, but in South Wales we probably have about 200 people on our workforce. The Jojo Company charity is called NEMA Foundation. NEMA means happiness following hardship. We work in an area of rural Africa which has been abandoned by NGOs because it's very difficult to get to. In the last 12 years, we've built 5 schools. We put about 1,300 children through school every year. And in order to do that, we have a school feeding programme. We have about 100 children on boarding school scholarships every year. And currently we've got 4 people in tertiary education, which is a fantastic success rate. When we first started working in the Cabo Delgado region of northern Mozambique, only 5% of the population completed education. And we're really making a big difference. Having education as your foundation in life is the one way to work yourself out of poverty. And what we want to do is empower these local communities to make sure that they can help themselves. Everything about the NEMA Foundation is based on sustainable aid principles. All our employees, our charity employees, we currently have 12 of them, are locals. All the volunteers are British and based here. All the governance costs of the charity are covered by Jojo, so that any donations made to the charity go to the end projects, which can be anything from education, health, sanitation. Sadly, we were recently hit by Cyclone Kenneth, so not only have we got to continue with our programmes, but we've now got to rebuild and get back to where we were. I think if you ask any mother what she's most proud of, if she doesn't say her 2 children, then something's wrong. Nowadays, my children are a little bit older. One's at university, the other is doing an MA. So in fact, they're both at university again. And I see a little bit less of them. So the next thing I'm really proud of is my dog. I guess my advice to anyone going through education or to my younger self is to be a leader, not a follower. I think it's really important to stand up and be counted and to, get in and put yourself forward, volunteer for things. Don't just sit at the back. But equally, it's important to work hard and play hard. If you can combine the two, then you're going to have a happy life. So I was a pupil at Haberdashers Monmouth nearly 35 years ago, and I think what I learned from being at school there was that we were a fairly disparate group of individuals. We had the boarders, we had local children, we had children from the Forest of Dean. So everyone came together, and what we found and what we learnt was that whilst we were a disparate group, we gelled, and we gelled because of the education and the ethos that the school gave to us. And that taught me to be very individualistic, to be able to pursue my own ambitions in life and not feel that I needed to remain part of a clique. I could be different, but still amongst a group of people and part of a team.